Hi everyone, I'm LeaderofLuxinape. This is Legend of this Skyward Sword thing. Last time we came here, mushroom, forest, place. We made it here to Faron Woods, where we discovered the thing that's hiding behind a mushroom right now that's apparently has Zelda's aura but is not Zelda, and we also met enemies like that. And I'm going to just assume that my battery is dying. Or the thing that I explained in the last episode, which kind of broke this intro already. Okay. So, I'm just going to cut to the chase. If you follow this guy, he'll just start running around. You can adorably chase him around... Camera. You can adorably chase him around this mushroom as long as you want. But the camera doesn't seem to like showing it. What you're supposed to do, just slash it. Glowing mushrooms will release spores. I believe those will stun enemies. And you can even catch them in a bottle for a use later on that I will explain. Only thing is, I don't see where he went. You can just douse again if you're looking for it. And there we go. Never mind. Alright. Here, enemy. Kill. I said kill. I said kill. Bad link. Bad link. There we go. Hoping one of those guys would have given me their treasure drop, but nope. Alright. So, before we talk to that thingy, these trees, rolling into them, will shake the fruit off. They can hold rupees and stuff. But, more importantly, fake Zelda will be all... It spotted me again! Adorably. Just pretend that I'm adorable for this.
I'm a Kikwi. You seem okay, even though you're scary. Thanks for helping me. That's weird, Kiko. A little while ago, I ran into another funny animal like you, but that one was a girl.
Oh, great. I'm forgetting the voice that I used for this guy in the 2 failed recordings, and now he's all Elmoing out.
What's a Zelda? I don't know who this girl was, Kikwi. She was in a bunch of trouble when I saw her. A pack of those mean red guys were after her, Kikwi. She escaped with the Kikwi Elder. Master, we have
Robotic Kikwi. Great.
Master, we have obtained new information on Zelda's current status. This information indicates that she was assailed by monsters but somehow evaded capture. However, I infer that she is still in significant danger. I have marked the position of the Kikwi known as Machi. Please confirm your current location.
Don't know why the link face didn't show up on the map. It's kind of interesting. I guess Machi's icon was, like, on top of it or something.
Furthermore, my analysis suggests that this Kikwi would most likely produces a false positive dowsing reaction due to previous direct contact with Zelda. Using this hypothesis, I theorize there is an 85% chance that the Kikwi Elder will also generate a dowsing reaction for the same reason. I propose you continue dowsing the search for Zelda. You really spooked me, Kikwi. You keep some very strange company, friend. Keep a lip. Sounds like you're going set on finding this friend of the Elder. I really screwed up this voice. I am going to be a great voice actor when I grow up. If you're heading that way anyway, Kikwi, what do you want?
Telling our Elder that I'm safe.
Cheer up, Kikwi. I bet your friend is safe with our Elder.
Alright, so, if we keep dowsing, Fi does not mention this, but she basically eliminated it. This is morbid. This is very morbid. And he's just yawning and shrugging it off. I'm gonna move. She basically set it so that the false positive from Machi would not, like, count. Or be taken into consideration. You know what I mean? No money, so we'll just keep following that signal wherever it goes. Up here, you have to simply run to the side to avoid this guy. Pick up stamina fruit here, and then, unless you want to Skyward Strike, you can pick those up, throw it down, and do that. If that's the green rupee, nah, I'm not going to bother. Alright, in here, you can pick up another treasure. You got an amber relic. These amber-colored chunks of precious stone are found everywhere. No one knows where their strange shape comes from. Amber relics are by far the most common treasure in the game. You will find them everywhere, in every section of the overworld. They're not dropped by any enemies, but they are found everywhere. They're like the only treasure you will never find in a chest, because you don't need to get enough. However, I'm just going to avoid the attacks from this guy while I keep talking. However, they're used a lot in upgrading things, but they're used large amounts, like there are 5 or 6 used for some of the later upgrades, which is why they're so plentiful. But, in more pressing matters, target lock, Grass Octorok. This monster descended from oceanic mollusks. It has developed the unsightly ability to spit rocks. The creature prefers to sleep with tufts of grass on its head, so it has learned to take on the appearance of grass in order to fool and defeat its prey. You can use a shield to bounce the rocks the monster spits back at it. Basically, you actually need to try to beat an Octorok this time. You have to shield bash at the right time to knock the rock back, as opposed to just holding your shield button and waiting for it to kill itself. One way, since Octoroks will hide underneath their grass, if you're far away or close up to it, if you find a grass tuft that does not get sliced open when you slice it, that is an Octorok. So, if you push this should get you another amber relic. Yes, it does. As well as a path right back to the bird statue and where Machi is, and a bunch of birds. Now, if you notice this log over here, you can climb it to hopefully, I say hopefully, get an incredibly rare treasure. Are you serious? In the first failed recording, there was the rarest treasure in the game here. In the second failed recording, this was an amber relic. Now there's nothing. That's just wondrous. So, yeah. What I intended to show is that amber relics, they randomly pop up at places in the overworld, and they're also found in several set locations. These locations regenerate every time you open up a save file, and the little cutscene where you get a specific treasure or bug is repeated the first time you collect that during a save file. The rarest treasure in the game that I was talking about, you can hit Octorok rocks back with your sword, has a very low chance of appearing in place of one of those amber relics, and it also has several set appearances in treasure chests. I was lucky enough to find one of those on my first failed recording. I deleted the footage so I can't show it. Also, I kind of want to keep the thing a secret until you actually get one, but it's cool. 2 woodland rhino beetles. Again, I prefer just catching bugs, catching one of each bug for 100% completion. I never upgrade potions because I never use potions. It's like the fact that I've never used a non-Pokeball item in battle in a Pokemon game for 6 years now. Alright, what you gonna say now? Nice! Slowdown! Okay. I kind of gave an explanation of this already. No idea what that slowdown was for. And that's kind of interesting. They're just staring at the bleeding Little Shop of Horrors plant. But, anyway. Whoa. There we go. That is clearly the Kikwi Elder. It's, well, you can't, it doesn't really look much like Machi, but if it's giving you the dowsing reading, then it's the Kikwi. As I was saying, this lump is the Kikwi Elder. And on closer examination, it has the little bud thing and the horn on its head, as well as the exact same arms, but a little bigger. However, I think this one is a bit lacking the adorability that Machi had.
Crazy, I am Butcher, the Kikwi Elder. I saw the way you spotted me through my ingenious camouflage, Kwi. You are clearly a master woodsman.
I don't really trust you. Where is Zelda?
Zelda. Oh, the girl creature with the blonde hair. She looked like one of your kind. Yes, she was with me, Kwi.
Should have made this guy sound a lot more condescending, but this is funnier.
Now is not the time for such talk. The woods are full of monsters. I'm worried about my missing tribe. Kwi, the shock and worry has made my memories of the girl quite hazy. What? You say you've met some of my people, Kwi? Kwi, so much are you safe, eh? Ah, but the monsters, they are still lurking in the forest. I don't dare leave this spot. 3 Kikwis are still unaccounted for. Could I ask you to search for them and make sure that they are safe, Kwi? I'm worried sick for my fellow Kikwis. If you could calm my fears, I might be able to remember more about where the girl you seek went off to, Kwi.
Learning that Zelda is no longer with the Kikwi Elder is an unfortunate setback, but he may still have useful information. Taking this into account, I calculated an 85% probability.
Kind of strange that they used 85% twice in a row. Usually when Phi gives random probability numbers, they're significantly different each time. Whatever.
Let your quest will be ended if you find the lost Kikwis for the Elder. To expedite your search for these forest-dwelling creatures, I have added Kikwis as a dowsing option. Do you need me to...
No. Blah, blah, blah. Other Kikwis will be marked on the map. I think we don't get a cutscene marking where Bucha is. That's nice. Oh, and we ought to, I thought we had another 5 or 6 lines to say. That's nice. So, simply hold down the C button, toggle left, select Kikwis. You can see that you're getting at least 2 different readings. And you can see there's another area off of Bucha's little platform here that leads to an unexplored section of the woods. Now, make sure you have an empty bottle. You know how you selected your shield like that? You can select a bottle, put away with B, use it with A. Select your empty bottle, or make sure you have an empty bottle when you get here. Unless you bought a red potion from the potion shop. Otherwise, this does not concern you. Slice this fruit thing, and get your bottle out. Anyone who's played a Zelda game before knows what... Nah! I missed it with the bottle! You found a fairy. This playful sprite replenishes 6 of your hearts. Yep, if I had scooped it in time, I would have caught it in the bottle, and it would have been a passive thing that would automatically revive me with 6 hearts, aka full health at this point in time, had I died. But I don't get that luxury, even though I probably would never... I'm not going to need it for a very long time. I always like carrying at least one fairy on with me, especially for bosses. Just follow the on-screen motion controls to do this part. But, yeah. It's great to have a fairy on you at all times, but nope, that happens. So, when you go this way, you get a Kikwi reading up there somewhere, and there's one Bokoblin, but when you approach it, he's all like... and spawns a bunch more. However, the one guy is actually a new enemy, if I can target the right one. There we go. Target lock. Red Bokoblin leader. As a symbol of its leadership, this creature wraps a cloth around its head. This visually communicates that it's more dominant than other bokoblins. It can call its underlings to arms using its horn. It's a regular bokoblin with the ability to spawn more ones if it's alone and does not, and yeah, if it's alone pretty much. It also, I believe, can take another hit. Also, well, yeah, never mind. It does make sense to take out the leader first, because if you leave one to himself, he should start... Actually, alright, I'm testing this. I'm going to run away, see if he starts spawning any more bokoblins, or if he just keeps following me. Alright, I don't hear the horn again, so clearly he's just following me. You know what? Only one of us here can bear the title of leader. And that's not you, because you're dead. Yeah.
You fought off all those red guys! So does that mean you're a good guy? See, I've got this problem. My legs have turned to jelly and I can't get down. Think you could help me, Kikwi?
I'm just gonna completely skip over this. This is real pointless text here. But basically, rolling tree, thing falls off of tree. Falls off adorably, I may add.
Ouch! That, was effective. Anyway, thanks to you, I'm safe, Kikwi. Really? The elder was worried about me? Well, I'm glad to hear he's safe, Kikwi.
I swear, if you think this guy's name doesn't make him that much more adorable, you are heartless.
My name's Lapsa. If you see the elder, could you please tell him where I am? Oh, Kikwi, my legs are still shaking.
More fight, more scared, more pointless text. Pretty much the only thing you can legitimately criticize the game on.
I thought you were another monster. Don't scare me like that, Kikwi.
Alright, so with this vine that we knocked down, you should just be able to grab onto it like that and swing on it like it was one of the ropes to get up here. You may need to climb up or down on it to reach the top. Nope. Okay. Usually I have trouble with that. It actually takes me a couple tries. Alright, push that down and you get a bit of shortcut. Shortcut. Cutting shorts. Okay. Roll over here. You got new enemy, if I can target it. Where are you? There we go. Target lock. Gwei. This bird seemingly jettisons its droppings upon people's heads on purpose. It is unclear if this is due to a carefree attitude or pure malice. Should its droppings land on you, I calculate the probability of your intense aggravation at 100%. Another one of Phi's lines that are really funny if you think about it robotically. Basically, you can't touch these things. You can use a Skyward Strike, but you're not really going to hit it. As you can see there, it pooped on me twice. It's not hurting me, but it's decreasing my stamina meter. You have to spin to shake them off. Yeah. These guys are evil when you're fighting things like groups of bokoblins. Just saying. Oh, of course, look at what they did. They put a bokoblin right here next to where there's about 20 of them. See, they're not... This is strangely ineffective. There we go. Basically, do it when you're fighting a bokoblin around them. All you really need to do is do what I did before and just keep smacking them before anything happens. Gap in the vine. You just climb over it normally. Stamina fruit on the vine. Blah blah blah. And we get something that took me like an hour to figure out the first time I played this game. You can see another Kikwi hiding in the grass, but you can't talk to it. What you have to do is cut all of the grass up on this little area before it'll start doing anything. Actually, I might as well just call it he, because all the Kikwis are male for some reason. The only... no. All Gorons are male, so... Come on. Make you cut all the... Couldn't just set it at like 2 tufts of grass left. And then once you've cut all the grass...
I've been discovered! And here I thought I had a good hiding place, Quee! I'm Urla. You won't find another Kikwi in these woods that's half as good at hiding as I am. Except the Elder, of course, Quee!
He actually is the best at hiding if you don't douse. The only reason I, found him so quickly was because I knew where to look and didn't have to douse at all. The last one's going to take me a little time because I kind of forget where it is. I'm just, again, not reading the Phi dialogue. This is going to be a big thing. In case you couldn't tell, Skyward Sword's a really long game. We're only barely started. Expect me to completely omit a lot of pointless Phi dialogue. If you're somehow a fan of the character, you probably shouldn't be watching this Let's Play.
You met the Elder and he's okay? Phew, glad to hear it, Quee! If you see him again, would you please tell him I'm here?
Alright, so we're just gonna, jump in on top of you like... Excuse me, sir! Sir! You seem to be exhibiting a large amount of being alive. Allow me to amend that for you. Thank you. There we go. If Goblins didn't get hit stun every time you touched them, they would be a lot more annoying to fight. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend I got that beetle there. And there we go. Alright, that was kind of pointless, but there's a path under here. Crawling path. No real big deal. And an Octorok that... This is how you tell whether it's an Octorok or not. You can't be really cheap and just kill an Octorok like that. But what I think you can do is... No, Octoroks are actually immune to the Skyward Strike. Forgot about that. One of the very few enemies that is. Most of them are just really hard to hit with Skyward with one, even if you're targeting them. Alright. Octotopia over here. And your last Kikwi is right there! When you are deflecting Octorok Rock with your sword, you have to remember to hit it in the right direction. So it will actually go towards the Octorok, because if you don't, it will go away from it. Or just be completely knocked to the ground, and it's easier to use the shield. Only use the sword if you don't have a shield for some reason. So, if you... don't look any familiar. Gee, I don't think I've ever seen one of these before in my life, even though I've played, all the Zelda games, which is a total I've played barely over half of them, but walk into this, and you got a Piece of Heart. Collect 4 to increase your life capacity by 1. 3 to go. Piece of Hearts work like they have pretty much since Ocarina of Time. You get 4 to get a new heart container, which lets you take more hits from enemies without dying. And when you get them, they fully restore your health. I could have sworn I saw an Amber Relic in here. It was on the bottom where we can't go. I have to walk all the way up there. Because of my own stupidity. I can't just blame it on something stupid, like the government. That's great. I mean, actually, that did kind of make it faster to get back down, but you know what I mean. So... Octorok! Whoa, that was close. I had not thrusted by accident there. That wouldn't have gone down easily. I don't know why I'm speaking so drawly. Is that a word? Is drawly a word? Alright, so... Kikwi... We know you're here. Go down the hole. Just ignore what your dowsing thing is saying. Go down the hole. There we go.
Don't eat me! I taste terrible! Let me go, Kikwi! Huh? The elder was worried about me? I'm glad to hear he's safe, Kikwi! I'm Ulo! If you meet the elder, tell me I'm here, keep on him! I don't know if it's safe yet. I'm gonna stay here a while longer and wait for those monsters to go away.
Ignoring, 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 not ignoring.
What was that just now, Kikwi? Don't scare me like that.
Roll into... Or the tree could not give me anything. That's great. I do think there's something in the other direction that we went after falling down. No, never mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, this kind of puts you back at the entrance to the woods, so it is better to go back from where Ulo was. Helps you a little bit. And it puts you on top of Machi. And you can also push this log. I said log. You all heard that, I said log. Which will bring you into that area at the beginning of the woods. At least I believe it was the beginning of the woods. Yes, it was the beginning of the woods. But now we have to go through the middle of the woods to tell the Kikwi Elder that all of his people, I guess there'd be his people. I mean, Kikwiple. Yes, they're Kikwis, but I guess they would be considered his people. He's not really like a ruler. He's just a patriarch. But you know what I mean. I'm getting way too technical with this again. Just makes it unfun for everybody, even me. I actually get bored of hearing myself talk, believe it or not. I kind of come to think of it, I don't know why I Let's Play then. But enough of me doubting myself and more of you doubting me. Because I can't be my own judge as a Let's Player. I have to let other people tell me that I'm bad at Let's Playing before I know I'm actually bad at Let's Playing according to some weird psychological thing. But Chris, all my fellow Kikwis are well, and they want me to stop worrying. Aha! Excellent, they know me too well. You have a real talent for finding whatever is missing, Kikwi. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you have my thanks. Kikwi, I feel much less worried now. I believe I just remembered where that young lady went. The young girl, Zelda, was that her name? Yes, it's all coming back to me. She said she had to travel to the temple deep within these woods, Kikwi. Oh, I tried to warn her about how dangerous it was there, but the clever little thing vaulted off my belly and ran off on her own just the same. I don't care if Zelda thinks your stomach is a good trampoline. You ain't got nothing on Snorlax, buddy. Besides a wonderful pear-shaped physique. I think she headed down that way toward the temple, Kikwi, but be sure to take great care if you follow her. That area is crawling with monsters. Oh, I almost forgot, Kikwi. As a reward for finding all my fellow Kikwis, I will give you a precious Kikwi heirloom. Let me just fetch it for you right now, Kikwi. Pardon me a moment. That's actually very scary. I've been saying actually and basically a real lot this video, and it's kind of weird. But that was an accident. I just sequence broke something. Okay. Either way, ordinarily I would be like collecting this thing that he's got for me, but it's kind of been a while, and I think it's about time to end things off. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to be picking up that thing that's on his back and seeing what it can do. Preferably help us find Zelda. Till then, I'm LeaderofLuxinape, spanking a really fat Kikwi with Sacred Light, signing off.